Well, the heavyweights will be out in about 1 minute. The nightcap here at the arena. Lady Raiders having a disappointing loss in the opener, 58-49. But the men 4-0 in the Panhandle on the first rotation. Pensacola State 1-3. Coach John Lavin joining me, and Coach, got the starting lineups here.
I do, Tom, for the visiting Pirates, coached by Pete Pena. Number 1, Tree Smith, a 5'9" freshman from Madison, Wisconsin. Number 3, Asari Gravett, 6'2" freshman from Villa Rica, Georgia. Number 20, Harrison Curry, freshman from Ann Arbor, Michigan. Number 22, Kerry Coles, 6'7" freshman from Baltimore, Maryland. 32, Jamal Thomas, sophomore guard from Toronto, Canada. Raiders, coached by Steve DeMayo. Number 1, Mustafa Yang, 6'9" freshman from Senegal. Number 2, Shadell Millinghouse, leading scorer for the Raiders, 6'2" sophomore out of Brooklyn, New York. Number 4, Jared Wilson Frame, 6'5" freshman out of Hartford, Connecticut. Number 12, Daryl Edwards, 6'4" freshman out of Fresno, California. The only returning player from last year's national championship team, number 41, William Weister, 6'9" sophomore from Lyon, France.
Raiders coached by Steve DeMayo, assisted by Rory Kuhn and Jake Williams. You mentioned Pete Pena, assisted by Dwayne Kelly, Michael Dimmick, and a familiar face to the high schoolers around the area, Justin Wright, former great player out of Pace High School.
Former player out of Pace High School and also Pensacola State,
yeah.
And also Troy.
Yeah, we're coming back home to coach. The Raiders, Millinghouse, you mentioned it, John, leading scorer was 17.4. Wilson Frame really having a big night last Saturday night. He's averaging 13 and a half. And Mustafa Zhang, who really couldn't get scoring the other night, double digits in rebounding, he's averaging 11 and a half.
I thought the Wilson Frame really was the key factor in that game Saturday. Really, anytime they needed to score, anytime they needed a really good possession, he was making a play on that end. Millinghouse is going to do what he does. He's going to get to the rim with authority and really look to finish strong. But Wilson Frame, I thought, played well and carried the Raiders in a tight one against Tallahassee as both teams came in undefeated.
Kenny Coles will jump in for Pensacola State, 6'7", 200 out of Baltimore, against Mustafa Zhang. You mentioned it, from Dakar, the Senegal. Pope John Paul, the 23rd high school.
Really looking forward to seeing Hassani Gravett from Villa Rica, Georgia. He's the engine. He's the one that makes them go for the Pirates.
And tipped out of bounds possession arrow will go to. They're looking at, officials are saying redo it. As you call it street ball, it's a do-over. Zhang with about a 2-inch height advantage. Long reach on him as well.
Keys tonight, Raiders really want to try to get back in transition and limit Pensacola.
And Zhang tipped it, but the Raiders came out of there with it. Excuse me, Pensacola State came out with it.
2-3 zone start the game off by the Raiders.
Gravett to Smith. Bounce pass into the paint, jumper short.
Good ball movement by the Pirates to start the game off. Just a tough shot. Nicely contested by Zhang.
Move inside, off the glass, and good by Daryl Edwards.
Nice move by Edwards. I want to get him started. He was averaging 13 points a game. Has really kind of dropped off since conference play. We want to try to get him going tonight.
Pensacola trying to work it inside, stolen. And here comes Wilson Frame. He was in his zone the other night, last Saturday. High pick by Feister. Wilson Frame for 3. Oh, it's going to be off to the right. Rebound, Hassani Gravett.
Nice box out by Gravett.
Left side, Jamal Thomas. 3-point attempt from the baseline. Long rebound. Mustafa Zhang. Millinghouse right side, guarded by Gravett. Into Zhang. Mustafa, 2 dribbles, and he tries to go up for the left-handed jump hook. It won't fall. He's got to try to get into some kind of rhythm. He couldn't find it the other night. They were really fronting him, backing him, everything.
Well, pretty good possessions. You got Edwards on a drive. You got Wilson Frame trying to continue from Saturday night on his hot shooting. And then you go inside to the big boy, Mustafa Jiang. The only one that hadn't gotten a shot off yet is surprise is Billinghouse.
Raiders have drawn the only point so far. We're almost 2 minutes in. Grab it over to Thomas. Baseline cut, nice move and nice pass to Harrison Curry. 2-all here early on. Millinghouse for 3. Count it. 3-point lead for the Raiders early on.
So now all 4 players other than Feister have gotten a shot off.
Pensacola State working it patiently around the zone, won't fall, and rebound Jared Wilson Frame. Millinghouse back to Frame. Left hand, and he'll go to the line to shoot 2.
Coach Pena not really happy with that shot. Kerry Coles, 6'7" freshman out of Baltimore, Maryland. I'm sorry, number 32. Jamal Thomas, 6'3" guard out of Toronto. The last thing you want to do against the zone is just pass around the perimeter 4 or 5 times and then jack up a shot. You really want to try to attack inside, either with a short corner touch or a high post touch. Got to play right into the hands of the Raiders that time.
Especially at the college level with a shot clock. In high school, you can be a little more patient, but at the college level, it's tick, tick, tick.
Well, and then last possession, they did that and got the ball inside the high post and got a layup off of it.
Wilson Frame rattles it home, 6-2 early on. Raiders, full court pressure by the Raiders. Pensacola State gets it across to Curry. And ball's right in front of us. Technical difficulties here after the ball hit our equipment. Feister chases it down on the baseline. And Pensacola State will have it. 17:01 to play here in the Smith over. Grab it up top, back to Smith right side. Skip pass cross court. And Pensacola State's going to turn this one over.
Raider men doing a very nice job of hustling and closing out on the catch, on the pass. They're right there when those guys catch it. There's no room to look. No open shots for the Pirates tonight.
Pass inside to Feister and a foul on the floor. Harrison Curry called for the foul, his first foul, second team foul on Pensacola State. No fouls yet on the Raiders. Jared Wilson Frame will inbound it from the baseline. Zhang almost throws it away to Millinghouse. Jumper for 3. Good. Darrell Edwards. 6'4" out of Fresno, California is Edwards.
Nice assist by Millinghouse.
Raiders by 7. 3-point attempt is good by Jamal Thomas. Pirates close to within 4 points. Runner inside, off the glass, won't go. Third attempt, and finally goes for Jared Wilson Frame. Hustle play there by Frame. And we're going to have a kick possession, I believe.
Nice effort by Wilson Frame on the offensive glass. Picked up 3 offensive boards. Finished with a nice left-hand scoop.
John L. Guinea comes in for Pensacola. 6'4" out of Jacksonville. Pirates trail by 6. Working it again around the zone. Three attempt for Gravett, and it got the friendly roll. Like I say, not really what you want to do in attacking a zone, but he got the roll.
Well, I was in the Raider room, and I heard that he can really light it up. He had 38 against Gulf Coast, outstanding shooter.
Wilson Frame in the paint. Fall away jumper won't go. And here we come the other way with Hassani Gravett. Three attempt, no good for Thomas. Gravett saves it from backcourt again. He'll cross over, go up with the right, go down, and the Raiders are pointing their way, and that's the way it'll go.
I like Gravett's composure. Really got nailed, got sent to the floor, but gets up and plays on. A lot of colorful shoes out there tonight.
I was just noticing Mustafa Zhang's got some light purple.
Got some individualism going on out there.
Yeah, man. Wilson Frame for three. Zhang with the rebound. Long pass out to Millinghouse. Raiders will get a fresh clock to work with. Crossover by Millinghouse. He'll go inside. Do that on his own. Leads back to 5 for the Raiders, 13-8. As we approach 6 minutes gone in the opening half. Skip pass. Won't fall for Pensacola State to Guinea. Here come the Raiders, Millinghouse. Spin move. Just short, gets his own rebound, and it goes. Both Millinghouse and Wilson Frame have been active off their own shot. Timeout, Pensacola State.
The last time these two teams played in Pensacola, 4-point game, 76-72 is the final score, but one stat that just shocked me when I read it about 2 weeks ago. 52-29 rebounding edge for the Raider men. It just doesn't happen to a PP team. I read the Pensacola News Journal. He was very disappointed in their effort on the glass. They had too many turnovers. But the turnovers you can live with a young team. But getting beat, for his team to get beat on the defensive glass, excuse me, on the rebounding department, was just inexcusable. And if you've ever been to a PP in your practice, they get after it. He does a great job with them. And, I'm sure he's not real happy.
One thing I remember about his teams offensively too is they're not going to take the first pass. I mean, they're going to hit it 5, 6, 7 times in a possession at times. Raiders showing full court pressure.
Well, it's hard to do now with that shot clock even going down to 30 seconds now.
Yeah. Baseline move, floater, won't fall for Thomas. Zhang with the rebound. Here comes Wilson Frame. Zhang was pointing inside. They're trying to front him.
Well, they've got
trying to get position.
They've got a mismatch. Just a question where they want to get the ball to him.
Yeah. Feister off the screen. Jumper, no good by Edwards. Still a 5-point lead for the Raiders. Nice long left-handed pass. And a give and go and got back. Here we go the other way, Millinghouse. And Shadell got fouled. John Elgini took one for the team there.
Nice job by Millinghouse in transition. Just slow it up, allowed the defender to commit to what he wanted to do, and he made the adjustment of whether to go to the basket or cross back over. And as Coach DeMayo is looking at mass substitutions here.
Four fresh bodies, 8 fresh feet for the Raiders. Everyone will go out except Millinghouse. And they'll wait. As Terrence Mayamba will sub for Millinghouse off the make. It's actually four fresh, and there's Jared Wilson Frame will stay in for the Raiders. Raiders with half-court pressure. Keith Pinkney out on the top part of the zone on Gravett. Backdoor cut and a foul.
That's really how you want to do it. That's textbook there. High post touch. Diver from the short corner goes to the goal. Nice high-low pass.
Connie Coles, 6'7", 200 out of Baltimore, Maryland, a freshman.
Obi Romero, 6'10" sophomore out of Key Largo, made the pass, just checked in. Didn't know they played basketball in the Keys.
Lead is cut to 6 by Coles. Second attempt is long and right. Rebound by Petway. Pinckney, our player profile of the game, is bringing it up for the Raiders. 6'2" out of Miller Grove High School in Atlanta. Pinckney will go left. Wilson frame. Will it get the roll? Nope, but the putback is good by Mayamba.
Fresh legs. Mayamba comes in and immediately goes to glass.
Full court pressure again by the Raiders. The inbounds pass and the first touch, then they'll back it up. I was shocked that Romero wasn't called for 3 seconds. He was camped in there for a while. Drive inside, no call, put back, no good by Coles. Here come the Raiders. Taking a look over at Coach DeMayo. We'll set up the play. Mayamba looks inside, go back out. 4 to shoot. Mayamba will take it. It's going to be left and short. Rebound by Romero. As we're past the 11.5 mark. Still 10-point lead for the Raiders. Pensacola State 1-3 in conference play this year. Desperately needing a win. The Raiders would like to keep it undefeated streak alive here in the Panhandle Conference. Nice sharing of the ball. No finish by Petway.
Romero with a nice rebound in traffic. This zone has really been difficult for the Pirates to handle.
Nice pass inside. Memories of the old Jason Williams, white chocolate, that pass.
Yeah, as the Coach DeMayo has talked about, he's the engine that makes him go. Really, really good in transition, but one of the key factors tonight is he's back in transition, not allowing Sonny Gravett to get that downhill momentum.
Timeout from media. We'll take one because we are the media. It's 10-point lead for the Raiders. Back after these words. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Back after the media timeout, Raiders lead by 10 halfway through the first half.
Yeah, Tom, the Raiders zone, the 2-3 zone, has really played havoc with the Pirates of Pensacola. 3 of 12 from the floor, not really getting any type of rhythm. Also, long shots lead to runouts for the Raiders. They can get out and get their running transition game going. Also rebounding, it's 13 to 8 in the rebounding department. So the Raiders doing a good job on defense, limiting them to inside touches and letting them shoot the ball right now.
Pensacola State with 5 turnovers so far. Northwest Florida State with only 1. Connie Coles, again, 6'7", 200 out of Baltimore, Maryland. Makes the first.
Coach Pena has always had a lot of success with getting players out of Baltimore and St. Louis. Uses his connections and recruiting network.
Keith Pinckney is in the game for the Raiders. He's our Raider profile player, averaging 4.5 points, 1.5 rebounds, and 2 assists a game. His favorite animal is a lion. What would he do with $1 million? I would take care of my family and friends and give to the poor and start a church. Pretty nice for Pinckney, and as farthest he's ever been from home is California. Keith Pinckney, our player profile. The Raiders lead is 9. Mayamba crossover Wilson frame in the corner, jumper for Pinckney, and our player profile member knocks it down.
Right on cue.
Keith Pinckney, and I might add Keith Pinckney Jr.
That's the first time I've seen him shoot the basketball. Good for him.
Averaging 4 a game, 4.5. He just got to 3. Again, that zone playing heck with Pensacola. Skip pass, cross court, jumper, and it will go for Sharif Smith. 3-point attempt, leads back to 8 as we're past the halfway mark here in the first half.
We'll see if that 3-point shot for Pinckney kind of gives him some confidence on this end to really run the show that Coach DeMeo wants.
Inside move off the glass won't go, follow won't go. Cross court pass, Thomas off the glass, and he's going to be called for the charge.
Metway, he'll stand in and take a charge.
Fourth team foul on the Pirates. Second foul on Jamal Thomas. 9:24 to play here in the opening half. Again, Raiders will come home a week from Saturday here in the arena. They play Chipola. Between them, we'll play Gulf Coast next Wednesday night on the road. Nice follow, it won't go. Rodriguez with the rebound. Out to Mayamba. And the Raiders will reset. Very fortunate to get another look at it from this end. Petway, got it.
Coach,
when the Raiders are making shots, 30-second timeout for Coach Pete Pena.
Coach is going to need a full one for this one. He's going to give him a piece of his mind. Not real happy with the rebounding department again. Really total opposite of the men and women. The Raider men are just out battling, out hustling Pensacola Pirates.
Yeah, you're right. Total opposite of the first game. Lady Raiders losing 58-49 to the Lady Pirates. The first win of the year for Pensacola State Lady Pirates.
Let them up off the mat.
Right here, it's been all Northwest Florida State, an 11-point lead as we're under 9 to play here in the opening half. Raiders looking to stay perfect in the Panhandle. 4-0 right now, 18-2 on the year. All the chatter about them preseason was they may be more talented than they were this time last year. Pinckney picking up full court, long pass. And we're gonna have a charge. It will be. Actually, yep. Now they're gonna call it on Mayamba.
Looked like he was there.
Osani Gravett went to the Zena Dove camp of attacking the rim. Dove, the Lady Pirate in the first game, that just did not know a gear other than straight ahead.
A lot of faith in
perspiration getting up there. Go ahead, Coach.
Faith in Hassani Gravett, not putting anybody on the free throw line.
6'2", 180. Villa Rica, Georgia. He's 85%, 86% from the line this year. I guess he shoots the technicals.
I would imagine so. Good stroke.
Yeah.
I mean, he doesn't look to score enough with that Pirate offense.
Off the low block. Out to Mayamba. Stolen away by Pensacola State, so the Pirates get a stop. Crossover move up off the glass. Thrown down by Rodriguez. Doesn't even phase Gravett though. And the Raiders with the steal. Here's Mayamba, and he got held.
Coach Pena just pacing back and forth, recognizing that turnovers and rebounding are two biggest factors in the ball game. His team is getting beat in both categories. 24-15 lead for the Raiders, 7:51 to go. Raiders, the Pirates are fortunate to be this close.
Raiders one down it. Edwards gets it in to Pinckney. Pinckney with the crossover. Millinghouse right side. Pump fake. 2 dribbles. And skip, and he traveled.
Good call by the officials. Hop and a skip, and they call the travel most of the time.
Off the foot of Curry. Dribbled it on his own foot. Millinghouse with a beautiful play inside. Great body control by Shadell.
Pirates are their own worst enemy right now.
Foul's on Philippe. Oh, excuse me, foul's going to be on Keith Pinckney. Saw Pinckney clapping his hands. I thought it was going the other way. Smith. Guarded by Edwards as the Raiders go man-to-man. A high ball screen. Edwards stays with him. Jumper from 8 feet short. Here comes Millinghouse. He's going to turn on the speed. Shadell penetrates, kicks it out. Runner inside, won't go by Pinckney. And grab it, fakes the shot, throws it inside, picked off by Edwards. Darrell Edwards. Millinghouse for 3, got it.
Coach Pena going to call another full timeout.
He will take time. We'll take time as well. We'll be back in 1 minute. 14-point lead for the Raiders. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. ESPN, da-da-da. 14-point lead for the good guys. Coach Pete Pena wanted a timeout. You mentioned in the break, John, that you can kind of get caught up watching him, huh?
I can. He's a dynamic figure over there. Because I've talked to him so many times, and he's got such a lively personality. He cares for the kids. And I've had some players he's recruited, so I kind of had some dealings with him.
Yeah, your last one, Tyrone Culver.
Came over and recruited Robert Willis a little bit, so definitely cares about the kids, cares about the players, and would be a fantastic coach.
Another turnover for the Pirates. That was on turning the ball over, carrying it.
Yeah, the last stats that we had before, I guess, was the 10-minute mark. They had 5 turnovers, and they've continued to have probably 5 more. So they're right at 11 or 12 turnovers this half already, with 6-12 to go in this first half.
Pinckney left side, high ball screen by Feister. Jumper left side, short by Jang. Sharif Smith will bring it up for the Pirates, throw it inside, and foul on the Raiders. Kenny Coles will go to the line.
I think Feister just tried to get in the way that time.
Will Feister. And another media timeout, another minute. Why not? We'll pause again. We're the media. We'll be back in 60 seconds. Lead hasn't changed since we did this the last time. Score hasn't changed. 14-point lead for the Raiders. Back after these words. Back after the break, our crack statisticians over there, Drew Maines, bringing us the stats, along with Mike Hoppenjohn, who does the work on the computer. What stands out to you, Coach? I can look at two things right off the bat.
Shooting percentages. Field goal first half of 26.7%. The threes, 37.5, which is not bad, and then 66 from the foul line for the Pirates. They just can't put it in the hole. The zone just got them totally out of whack. And also the rebounding and turnovers.
Rebound almost double for the Raiders. They've had 29 rebounds as opposed to 15 for the Pirates, and turnovers 10-3. Missed by Coles. Oh, way off. Excuse me, I was looking at points. 17-12.
But you're right, the turnovers have been
huge. Two misses.
When you talk about the turnovers, you're turning against a 2-3 zone.
Yeah.
It's just sloppy
right.
play. Nice move.
Mustafa Zhang, he still can't buy one. He remains cold. No points tonight. I only had one last week, Saturday night. Zhang with the steal. Goes behind the back. Picks up his dribble. Over to Pinckney. Pinckney looks left, goes to the hole, puts it up with his left hand.
He is really giving Pinckney a lot of playing time.
5 points for Pinckney tonight as we approach the 5-minute mark here in the first half. Thomas goes inside off the glass. Connie Coles.
Really put Zhang in the jail right there, put him right under the rim. Muscled it up.
14-point lead for the Raiders. Feister inside to Will, off the glass, and Will got fouled. The only Raider to wear a headband, Will Feister.
Nice pass by Millinghouse. We spoke about this last week, Tom. The Raiders doing a really nice job tonight of sharing the basketball. They're making their teammates better. They're doing things the right way, playing team basketball. Thought last week got caught up in a lot of one-on-one matchups, and you're going to beat the teams you're supposed to beat that way. But against the good teams, you got to play together, and you got to share it. Raiders doing that tonight.
Will Feister still looking for his first point of the evening. Misses two. The lead stays at 14.
Wilson Frame back in the game after a long sit. Thought he might have been in foul trouble.
Pensacola again working it around. Raiders back in their zone. High rebound for Millinghouse. Inside, and there's Mustafa Zhang's first points of the night. First field goal in 2 games.
But the play set up all by Millinghouse, just pinpoint passing.
16-point lead for the good guys. Three-point attempt off the front.
Now you can run.
Wilson Frame. Millinghouse for 3. He's feeling it. Nice assist from Wilson Frame. He looks at Millinghouse. They shake hands on it. Timeout, Pensacola State. Full timeout again. Coach Pena wants a minute to talk about it. We'll take time as well. 36-17, Raiders up by 19. We'll be back after these words. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. think we may have reached our timeout limit, you think?
Pete has burned all timeouts out. He's trying to send a message to his team that they're trying to stay in this thing so they can wake up and maybe make a run. But the Raiders doing just a great job of passing the basketball and sharing.
Raiders up 19 points. 3.5 to play here in the first half.
2-2-1 full court pressure here, and 3-quarter pressure.
Raiders will back into their zone again. It's been frustrating the Pirates all night so far this evening. Sharif Smith will run the point. They'll get it in the corner. Skip pass across court. And they're going to say Jamal Thomas stepped on the out-of-bounds line. We would have traveled the other way.
They have turned it over every which way you can in basketball games.
Unofficially, that's 11 turnovers.
No, that's that was 3 minutes ago when we got these stats. I think they've got 14 now.
36-17 with a basket here. The Raiders would open it up over 20. Wilson Frame takes the high screen. Millinghouse, he feels that Shadell will go to the line to shoot a pair.
Boy, he's just so explosive.
Fouls on Hassani Gravet, his first personal.
It's just an unbelievable first step that nobody can get in front of. When he does attack, he's got the frame and the upper body strength to really absorb a hit, still get the ball up and give it a chance to go in.
Millinghouse averaging 17 and a half a game for the Raiders, shooting 75% from the line. 1 of 2, so it's a 20-point lead for the Raiders as we're under 3 to play, opening half. Zhang with the, I guess technically that is a rebound. Or maybe another turnover. Long bounce pass into Mayumba. Wilson Frame for 3. Won't fall. And Mustafa Zhang's going to be called for going over the back.
Yeah, I'm classifying that as a turnover, Tom.
Yeah, a pass inside goes up, hits a hand, hits the rim.
Yeah. And it's just par for the course with them tonight. They're just not taking care of the ball. I mentioned earlier, they're their own worst enemy.
Smith gets it across, guarded by Edwards. Raiders will drop back. The guards are going to be Edwards and Millinghouse in that 2-3 zone. And there's Hassani Gravet. You said he can light it up, and he can start quick.
I'd like to see him look to score more.
Under 2 to play. 17-point lead for the Raiders. Edwards saved it from going out of bounds. Gravet has it under duress. Gets it to Smith in the corner. Jumper for 3 for Thomas, and it goes. Coach DeMeo wants to talk about it. He's not happy.
2 big threes by Gravet.
Minute and a half to play, 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here. Again, the Raiders, the men undefeated in conference play. We'll have this Saturday off, and a week from tonight we'll be at Chipola College, at Gulf Coast State over in Panama City, and then return home on the 30th. That's a Saturday night to host Chipola. You need to get here to see it. That's Chipola's only visit here, and that's a heated rivalry if there ever was one. You talk about Choctaw Fort Walk, Northwest Florida and Chipola, they just don't get along.
No, it'd be a battle, be a real war. But the way the Raiders are playing right now, to me, they're seeing every team other than Chipola, they're head and shoulders of the league's best team right now. But this is the second round of conference play. And as the women we talked about, you're 0-0. They want to win.
Right.
They want to win these next 3.
The top 2 in the conference, the Raiders took care of business against Tallahassee Saturday night. That'll be round 2. It will be in Tallahassee. So the good thing is the top 2 teams, the Raiders and the Eagles, the Raiders will host 2 of those 3 games.
A little bit of 2-3 zone here against
Zhang. Jump hook, left hand, won't fall.
the Pirates.
Rebound, Coles to Gravet. Gravet pulls up jumper for 3, and like you say, he can heat it up.
11-point game.
Wilson Frame to Millinghouse. Mayamba off the glass. He got it to fall. Went up high off the glass, hit it top of the square. (39-26) Raiders. The lead was 20. Going in hard, Mayamba with a rebound. Excuse me, yep. Zhang with the rebound. And a great steal by John L. Guinea. He goes off the glass. He had a 2-on-1. And Zhang with another rebound. So the Raiders will play for a final shot. Pinckney will dribble it out. Pensacola in 2-3 zone. 16 seconds on the shot clock. Nine to shoot. Edwards goes around the screen, kicks it out to guess who? Shadell Millinghouse for three.
That's a dagger.
And that will do it. Oh, almost went. Raiders on top. At the half, 42-26. Halftime, 15-minute break. We will be back in 15 for the second half of this slugfest. Raiders looking good, up by 16. We'll be back. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Back after the halftime break. It's been all Raiders. Much different than what we saw with the Lady Raiders earlier tonight. The Lady Raiders probably one of their worst performances of the year. Certainly this is one of the tops we've seen of the men.
I believe so, Tom. The men came really out, played focused and playing hard, doing the little things. Let's go start off 1-2-2 or 1-3-1 zone.
Edwards up top. Romero on him. Edwards will penetrate back out to Wilson Frame for three. Nice offensive board by Feister.
Raiders pick up where they left off in the first half, just attacking the offensive glass, creating multiple possessions.
Wilson Frame for three up top. And does it get the roll? It won't go. He had the friendly roll on Saturday night.
Raiders stay 2-3. Pirates moving around. Romero with a nice shot.
Nice shot by Romero.
They've moved Gravitt off the point more to a wing, try to get him some looks. He was their best offensive weapon the entire first half.
Raiders have controlled the boards tonight. Out rebounding Pensacola by 8. Pensacola turning the ball over 8 more times than Northwest Florida State. Floater. Wilson Frame. Timeout by Coach DeMayo. 30-second timeout. We'll keep it right here.
Not sure what he saw to burn a timeout, but a minute and a half into the game, they extend the lead now to 16. Well, I guess it was 16 at halftime.
Keeps it at 16 again. No game for the Raiders on Saturday night. They return to action a week from tonight at Gulf Coast. And then it'll be the Chipola Indians on town Saturday the 30th. Make plans to attend. If you're not, tune in to Emerald Coast TV. John Lavin and Coach Ray Ross will be on that call.
Big shoes to fill.
They're only a size 11 and a half. I'll be in Tallahassee, Florida at the Biletnikoff Awards ceremony over there. The nation's top receiver. Wilson Frame with the score. The steal gets it to Millinghouse. Millinghouse to Edwards, back to Wilson Frame, and a cutter is Feister. Feister gets it to fall. Full court pressure again by the Raiders. Sharif Smith brings it up. Like I said, Sharif Smith moving more to a point. finding Gravett on the wing. Steal by Edwards, and Edwards delicately stayed in bounds.
Got away with a walk there.
Wilson frame. Outside to Millinghouse. He's got the hot hand, but oh, that won't fall.
Feister right in there for an opportunity to rebound.
Cole's got the rebound for Pensacola State. Smith went baseline and pulled it back out. There's 2.5 minutes gone here in the second half. Valiant effort, but nothing but backboard there by Gravett coming the other way. Edwards. Wilson frame, looks to pass, came up and shot, can't get it to fall.
Raiders gone cold.
Both teams cold. 18-point lead for the Raiders. And I didn't catch if that was a travel or step on the baseline. Either way, it's a turnover.
Stepped on the baseline, and it just adds to the list of turnovers for Pete Pena and his Pirates.
Long bus ride back to Pensacola after this. Long way to go, 17 minutes and 4 seconds, precisely. As Wilson frame will walk it up. Wilson frame from Hartford, Connecticut. Favors the left side over to Millinghouse from Brooklyn. Millinghouse will kick it back out to Jared. Edwards in the left corner looking for a bailout. He's got Feister dangerously close to stepping on the baseline. And shot clock violation by the Raiders.
Edwards probably should have tried to do something with it on that possession when he caught it on the corner.
Coach DeMayo keeping the press on. And the Raiders with another steal or turnover by Pensacola. And Jang got fouled on the baseline.
Just a frustration foul by Gravett.
4 fresh fixing to come in for Pensacola. And they do. Gravett being the lone Pirate that will stay on the floor. 16:25 to play here in regulation. Raiders up by 18. Millinghouse over to Edwards. Into Will Feister. Bounce pass out in the corner. Wilson frame for 3. He just can't find the hot hand tonight. And they're going to say that Shadell stepped on the baseline. More pressure by the Raiders coming up. If you haven't had enough, here's more for you. Pirates got out of that corner nicely.
Merrill's got to turn and face on that.
And that won't go for Guinea. Now it's going to be the Raiders with substitution city. 3 freshmen coming in. As Millinghouse went up, got fouled.
Basket unkind for the Pirates. Just nothing really going right for them tonight, Tom. They're struggling to stay in this game. And it's 18, but it very well could be 30 at this point. Raiders, a lot to do with that. Looking very good.
Deep pass to Millinghouse. Fresh clock after the foul that was on the floor. Second team foul of the half for the Pirates. Millinghouse with a nice touch. Went up, went left hand with it, kind of double clutched it and laid it up. 20-point lead. Luis. Two dribbles for Guinea. We'll work it left and another turnover. I wonder if they'll hit 20 by the end of the night.
At the rate they're going, I would imagine they'll hit 20 by the end of the market.
Now Dante Sterling coming in from the Raiders. First time we've seen him this year.
Yeah, we're 5 minutes into the second half.
6'6" guard out of Fayetteville, Georgia.
I don't remember many shots.
You know. Pensacola in man-to-man pressure. Long shot won't fall, and how about that rebound to Rodriguez? The ball keeps bouncing the Raiders' way.
It really does.
3 dribbles by Petway. Petway gets it back. Eight to shoot. Going inside, left hand, blocked by Romero. Outlet pass to Medo.
Raiders content to stay in that zone. Wind the clock down.
Some international players. Medo's from Serbia. Staying in that zone and making Pensacola kill clock. Pensacola gets it back, a long board out to Romero. Bodies down, no fouls either way. Easy pickings for Jeremy Rodriguez. 22-point lead for the Raiders. Up and foul.
Romero's got to do a better job, Thomas, when he catches on the high post. There are options down there. 25, Lenz, Haney, Lewis is wide open, and Romero just really can't face up and see that. Really uncomfortable with the ball in his hands that far away from the basket.
Lenz Harley Lewis from Montreal, Canada, 6'8". Sophomore forward. Makes the first. Misses the second. He's only shooting 34%, 35% for the year from the free throw line. Raiders continuing to attack the basket. That was Petway. He got fouled.
They're just relentless, and they have launched a few more three-pointers than probably Coach DeMayo would want at this point in the second half. But they're going to get it. When they get it, they go back and attack. It's just a trend that Pensacola can't stop right now.
The threes they've taken have not been wild by any means. There's been, Wilson Frame just missing what he made the other night.
Wide open looks.
Petway misses the first.
It's a big statement win for the Raiders. They can obviously hold on, which in all likelihood they can.
Petway, 56% on the year, so he makes 1 of 2, right around his average. And timeout. Dangerously close to another Pensacola turnover.
That could be the end of their timeouts.
That's 32nd timeout for Pensacola. They burned quite a few in the first half. Again, we mentioned in the women's game, big high school game Friday night at Fort Walton Beach High School. You got the Indians coming over there. Indians fighting to hopefully get second place in the district. Vikings have iced first place after a win last night.
Won 3 games by a total of 4 points.
The Vikings.
3 district games by a total of 4 points.
Wow.
Just, talking to Steve Nissen, wanted to know the reason behind it. And just keep it poised down the stretch as a coaching staff, not getting too high, not getting too low. And really with a lot of new kids, just trying to stay as positive as you can with this new wave of generation of kids. It's tough to get on them because they'll shut down in a little bit. So
yeah.
You have to be really, really positive and make sure that they keep the confidence up.
suggest if you go to the game, get there early because that's always an overflow crowd. If you're not going to go, listen on WPSM.com or 91.1 FM. Be a great contest. Unofficially, the Indians ahead in that lifetime contest, 67-57. Of course, those statistics provided by former Indian coach Mark Tisa. He's gone back through the Daily News archives to research them. Not counting summer league games or or tip-off tournaments. Jumper from the corner, good, by a Keith Pinckney. And Pinckney almost picks his pocket. Going after Johnson.
Good for Pinckney. I told you he hit that 3 in the first half. We was going to see how it helped his confidence.
Off the glass. Second one goes. Blitz Harley Lewis.
Coach DeMayo has been looking for that third guard, fourth guard, whatever you want to call it. Pinckney, a sophomore from Miller Grove High School in Atlanta via Tulane. Played for a few state championships under head coach Sherman White. 6 straight in Georgia.
And Pinckney from Tulane and Millinghouse from Southern Miss, right?
Southern Miss. The new trend in college basketball, Tom.
Move around, huh?
Move around.
If you're not happy, move around. Jump hook off the glass for Rodriguez.
I think we had 600 transfers last year.
I remember reading that, yeah. Amazing. And it's not just because I'm not playing. It's homesickness. It's all kind of reasons, right?
Yeah, a lot of reasons. Not ready for that level.
No look pass. Oh, it can't finish. Meadow couldn't finish back this way. For 3, good by Dante Sterling.
Why not?
Welcome to the party, Sterling. Pensacola State doing anything they can to get a bucket.
Raiders just totally locking up. They've gone from that 2-3 zone to man. Raiders just have no offense out there. Or excuse me, the Pirates have no offense.
Bounce pass into paint to Romero. He'll skip it cross court for 3. Won't fall. Rebound. Malik Petway. Sterling active, getting in the game. Rodriguez, and the first turnover for the Raiders in a month. Foul on Pinckney to stop the basket.
Silly foul on Pinckney. Johnson would have had a hard time finishing over him. All he had to do was go straight up and make a difficult shot.
Johnson, 5'8". Pinckney, 6'2". Like you said, kind of a useless foul.
9 minutes to play, and Raiders have scored. The Pirates have scored 4.
Timeout for media. That's us. 1 minute timeout. Raiders. It's all Raiders tonight. 57-31. Back after these words. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. Back at the arena after the timeout, all Raiders. 57-31. Justin Johnson at the line to shoot 2 after the foul. Rebound Petway.
Johnson's got 2 different socks on.
Like I say, it's new generation. We were growing up, it was the Pepsi generation.
They all have their own shoes on.
Yep. I don't think they want team shoes other than they're just practicing. Pinckney with a crossover move. He's going to attack the basket. And he got fouled. 10 minutes, 40 seconds to play in this contest. Dare I say, overtime is not even on the radar.
No. Pensacola would like to get back on the bus right now and head back, and who knows, probably practice.
Coach Pena may ask you for the keys to your gym so you can practice on the way back.
He is not a happy man right now with his team.
Yeah.
And they came in 9-9 overall, 1-3 in the conference. Very dangerous time of year for this team. You can either sink or swim.
Pinckney. He was our player profile of the game, and he's having his best game of the year. Attempt. Won't go. Rebound Rodriguez. Here come the Raiders again attacking. Mayumba back to Pinckney. Pinckney directing traffic. Kicks it to Mayumba for three. Just didn't go. A steal by Pinckney, and it goes.
Why not?
Why not? 61-32, 29-point lead. Long cross-court pass. 12-foot jumper. Can't get it to fall.
Shooting woes continue for the Pirates.
Rebound by Romero. Pirates for the game. 10 of 34.
Jeez. Cannot buy one.
Make that 35.
We're going to see Simon Okalu from Nigeria. And also TJ Bogan from Jennings, Missouri. Tom, here's something to think about.
Sterling, in and out.
DeMayo has 9 guys coming back.
Yeah. And Bogan, TJ Bogan called for the foul. He just got in the game.
Justin Johnson, 5'8" sophomore out of Baltimore, Maryland. Nowhere to go.
Excuse me, O'Cooley called for the foul.
Referee or Raiders just bailed him out. Had a man wide open in the corner.
Under 9 minutes to play here at the arena.
Oh, I guess they are the same socks. A little yellow on the other side.
Got to turn wrong way or something. Kind of like the shorts. Miss on the second. Rebound by Rodriguez.
We're reaching for material, aren't we?
We are. Digging deep into the jester's court of jokes. Pinckney again having quite a game of the season for him. Romero forced that turnover. Justin Johnson. Is it up to Curry? Curry guarded by Pinckney. Curry's going to try to make something happen. Floater from the baseline. Good. So the Pirates get a score. First time in a while. 3 attempt won't go for Sterling. Not sure Coach DeMayo wanted it that quickly.
No.
Travel. Even with a game this far out of hand, you still want to be able to learn something from it. Especially someone like Sterling who hasn't seen much action this year. 7:43 to play. All Raiders. 26-point lead right at this point. Rodriguez from the free throw line, make it 28-point lead. Justin Johnson brings it up from Baltimore, Maryland, 5'8", 170. Again, Raiders defensive pressure and offensive attacking has just been relentless tonight. Long three, good. Harrison Curry out of Ann Arbor, Michigan. Jumper from the corner, good by T.J. Bogan.
T.J. Bogan.
Coach DeMayo liked it. He liked it so much he's going to sit down for a minute and talk about it. 66-38. All Raiders. We'll be back after these words. You're listening, watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. .43 until we call it a night here at the arena. It's been all Raiders, and the crowd has really thinned out. Raider room's closed, and not much to watch here unless you're a Raider fan and want to see continued relentless pressure on both ends of the floor.
Or if you're the girlfriends of the players.
Could be. Or if you sell a shoe salesman, you know. Foul on the Raiders. John Elgini will go to the line. Fouls on Dante Sterling, his first foul. Raiders have literally emptied the bench in this game. 66-39 as we approach 6 minutes to play. Looking in the eyes of the officials, even like they look like they want to get this one over with. Nice bounce pass in the paint. Sterling will take it up top, launch the three. Not good, but a nice rebound by Rodriguez. Keith Pinkney. Great game for that young man tonight. He just happened to be the player profile of the game. Highlighted by the Raider Athletic Department. He ends up having a great game. Drive inside, won't fall, and Rodriguez on the back. You got to wonder, we talk about the grind of the Panhandle, not just on the Raiders, but on all the teams. You got to wonder if, like these Pensacola State players, if they realized what they were getting into when they came here.
Well, you know, they played them close the first time.
Yeah.
Only lost by 4 and got out rebounded 52-29. Figure they shore up those problems and the turnovers and limit the turnovers, but it's just been all Raiders and Pirates still continue with the rebounding woes and turn the ball over.
Media timeout at the 5-minute mark. We'll take one as well. 66-39, good guys. We'll be back. You're watching Raider basketball on Emerald Coast TV. It has been all Raiders so far this evening. forcing 19 turnovers for Pensacola State. Out-rebounding the Pirates 40-27 and limiting the Pirates to just 12 field goals.
12 field goals, 33% from the floor. Just outstanding defense by the Raiders with the 2-3 zone early on, and then continuing with just an aggressive man-to-man this second half. Total domination by the home team.
The Raiders, conversely, shooting 43%. A long night for the Pirates. Pinkney over to Bogan. Bogan pass into paint. He'll get it back and shoot the three. Just a little long. Rebound Romero. His 8th board of the game. Obi Romero out of Key Largo, Florida.
Coach Pena electing to sit his entire starting 5.
Long three for John L. Guinea.
For the majority of this second half, I think they sat down with about 16 minutes to go.
Said we're really reaching for something. You know what we don't see much anymore is we don't see the nets hang like they used to when we were kids. You know how those nets used to hang all the time? Play would be stopped. Somebody have to go up and pull it down. Nice save, RJ.
Different type of nylon. Yeah, they don't hang up anymore.
I'll come up with something new.
We just
put
up new nets tonight.
Yeah.
And I said, well, whose job was that to put the nets? We got a pressing team coming in. We don't want new nets. And we had to take them down.
3 attempt, no good. Play at Oakland Heights where there were no nets. Just rims. Nice move inside.
Boy, Pinkney is actually complete control.
What a game tonight. 14 points for Pinkney. Averaging just 4 a game. Again, defensive pressure by the Raiders, just not giving Pensacola much to look at. A jump hook from 15 feet.
And Romero, again, is having difficulty. He just has to face up to the basket. The whole big world out there, Obi.
3.5 to play. All Raiders, 68-42. Long three won't go. Rebound Raiders. Jumper Rodriguez from about 6 feet. Another rebound for the Raiders. Another jump shot won't fall. Romero snags the loose ball. Acceleration, floater. Nope, Rodriguez with another Raider rebound. Rodriguez got fouled. Good news is only the 16th foul, so we'll still play through it. And here comes the last Raider, Nathan Balzar out of Rocky Bayou Christian, Niceville High School, Niceville, Florida.
I'm looking forward to seeing him play. I watch him in warm-ups, and you talk about a kid who's just excited to be on the team.
He's a walk-on that is honored to be here.
I'm excited for him.
And there's your 17th foul. Nathan Balzar, 6'2", freshman guard. Probably, dare I say it, the first Rocky Bayou player to ever play here at Northwest Florida State.
I would imagine so. They had a player back in about 10, 12 years ago named Williams. Tremendous player. Actually signed a scholarship with New Hampshire.
Years ago, when the Raiders had one of their things with scholarships was they would always give a local player a scholarship. Remember back at save one for the local. I guess when the competition really set in, they kind of threw that out the window. But Coach DeMayo and Coach before him, Coach Steve Forbes, gave Shaquem Jackson an opportunity, and Shaquem turned into a good basketball player.
My goodness, yes he was. Better person.
There's a steal by Pinkney. He got hung up. 2:45 to play. And some of those players, I saw one at my class reunion Simpson Hughes, who was allowed to walk on here for Coach Ray Ross, and he said he will never forget that, you know, given that opportunity.
Well,
Coach put him in a blowout game. He said, and he remembered the minutes he got.
You can only imagine him, you know, playing in this arena with this type of talent level.
Oh, yeah.
But I watch Nathan in warm-ups every time, and his exuberance and his passion and energy is fun to watch.
2:40 to play. Raiders just looking to get out of here, and Coach DeMayo thinking no fouls, and here come the Raiders again in transition. Won't go. Putback does go. Simon O'Cooley, public address announcer. Dana Fusco, he has a field day with that name. Simon O'Cooley. 73-42. You got to wonder if the Raiders will hold them under 50. It's looking pretty good if you're a gambling person. Here's a shot at 2 points. Romero. Nope, and another rebound for the Raiders. They continue to pile up. Again, no game Saturday night. The Raiders breaking the rotation. Balsar, he gave it up. Everyone in the house wanted him to shoot. But he gave it up, and we're going to have a foul on the Raiders. And that's Nathan Balsar's first ever college foul.
Raiders have a chance to spend a week off. Their minds right. Get ready for Gulf Coast on the road next Wednesday.
And then back home with Chipola.
Back here at Chipola.
The Engines.
The 30th.
Yeah. And then between that, 2 more road games at Tallahassee and Pensacola State. And then they come back here the day before Valentine's Day on the 13th. Balsar. They're going to try and trap him. He'll get out. No, now Nathan will go to the line. And the house is clapping for Nathan.
Good story. Hopefully he can convert here.
Yep.
Not yet the 10th foul, so it'll be 1-on-1.
Nathan in and out. He is 0 for 1 for the year from the free throw line. Minute 17 to play. Pensacola State still stuck at 42. And here we go the other way. There's a poster. The Raider bench on their feet for Keith Pinkney. Coach DeMayo's loving it too. Now the next thing to do is get Balsar to some points. Under a minute to play.
That's a rise to his game. Pinkney sent it home.
He did. As Bill Walton would say, throw it down. Balsar looking to go up. He goes up with it. Oh, it won't fall. 23 seconds before this one is in the history books. Headway with a foul. His third, but we've got 13 ticks, and this thing will be over with. And the Raiders will move to 5-0 in Panhandle Conference play. Pensacola State will drop to 1-4.
9-10 overall.
Timeout with 13 seconds by Coach Pete Payton. and he wants to have a word with the officials. A full minute timeout with 13 seconds left.
I don't know what his timeout is about, and he is speaking very candidly and open to the referee. I'd like to hear what that conversation is about.
You don't think he's talking Super Bowl or anything, are you? Or the playoffs this weekend? I don't think it has anything.
I mean, to me, it's been a very well officiated game.
Yeah.
The fact of the matter is that Pensacola State really didn't show up to play, and the better team won.
Nearly similar to the early game where the Lady Raiders dropped one 58-49 to a former winless Pensacola State team. Lady Pirates.
And knowing Pete, he could have probably said something that was very funny to the referee. I'd like to hear that conversation.
Maybe we'll get a word, and we're gonna dribble it out as we'll keep picking. That's going to do it. 75-44. The good guys in the white jerseys take one home and move to 5-0 in the Panhandle Conference. Again, they're next up at Gulf Coast a week from tonight. And when we return to the arena, it'll be on the 30th. So for Coach John Lavin, this is Tom Purcell saying good night, everybody, and thank you for watching Emerald Coast TV.